Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, the one time a year that I actually get to crack into a little Canadian whiskey, the RBC Canadian. But
the
but
one
before
time.
the one time. Hey, by the way, so this came from your neck of the woods. Daniel actually muled this one over for me, but it's Crown Royal barrel pick, and it is from Davidson County ABC, because North Carolina, a controlled state, everything. So you know they're doing it through themselves. It's actually pretty damn good. I mean, if you don't like maple syrup, you wouldn't like it. But if you like maple syrup, and I mean, this has almost got a it's almost got like a maple finish to it. So it's pretty tasty.
That sounds tasty.
And we'll see how it holds up by the end of the show. So congratulations, Billy Horschel. We will get to Bill. I don't know. You want to start with Billy, or you want to? We got a lot of live stuff going. I mean, the golf world is booming right now, Dan. It is absolutely booming. And I don't know that the noise is coming from the PGA Tour. I think the LIV Tour, whoever's running their PR work, they're doing a damn good job. And we probably ought to get them on the phone, see if they want to take a crack at this little show.
Who knew the shark was so loud? The shark was so loud.
Oh, he's bitter. He's bitter for all those for all those major championships that he didn't win. He said he's just going to go create his own major championship. Why not? Go draft a few major champions to bring him on board. So what have we heard in the last 24 hours? So Tiger Woods turned down high 9-figure I don't know, salary, payment, whatever you want to call it, but turns it down, says no thanks, not going to do it. Who else we got? Phil Mickelson. So I don't know if you had a chance to read his letter today. I could take the time and bore everybody to tears and read through the letter. And so, you know, he's going through some counseling, a little bit of self-help. He spent the time with family and loved ones, and you know, he understands how what he said could have been taken offensive, but hey, he hopes over time that you know, things kind of get squared up, and we could just go on and be friends again. I didn't really read that. I read it as a statement. It definitely was not an apology letter that he wrote. I thought it was pretty bold, and you know, even a little narcissistic in the sense of, you know, he hopes that, you know, his engagement on the PGA Tour has given something to the game, brought something to the game. I'll tell you what it's brought. It's brought a lot of damn money to his bank account. So I say charge on, Phil. Good stuff.
Yeah, what a little payout for Phil. He's been so quiet, and you know, to not play the PGA, and we haven't seen him, and then this is the first one back. We kept asking each other, well, where is he going to play the first time coming back? And you know, obviously, is it going to PGA Tour? Or is it going to be on the LIV Tour? Was it going to be on the Champions Tour? But he already lost all his sponsors. Might as well go ahead and play the LIV Tour.
Hold on. He did not lose. He did not lose Coffee for Wellness. Coffee for Fitness.
He owns Coffee for Wellness. He didn't fire himself.
The jumping man is all. I know. I'm saying it's on there. Well, he's sponsoring himself. Just saying. I don't know. Do they drink a lot of? They drink a lot of coffee in Saudi. I thought. I know I mentioned it last time. I thought that was more of a tea place. Yeah,
I think it's more of a tea place. I don't think
it's more of a tea place.
I think it is.
I don't think they're big coffee consumers. We'll have to look what per capita, what's the amount of coffee consumed by the average citizen per year.
If they were, he probably would have gotten 300 million.
Did Mizzen and Main drop him, by the way? Do we know if I think Mizzen still got it?
No, I don't think
so.
No,
they dropped him.
I've been on their website looking for the Phil shirts, which I'm wearing one right now. And yeah, I did not see any of the jumping Phil on there anymore.
Ooh, okay. All right. So he's officially lost everybody, I think, at this point. You think he's going to switch?
The Milan, I don't see the Milan hats out there anymore. The one with the hat, I don't see that out there. I don't see Mizzen and Main. Nope. Yeah.
What about his sunglasses sponsor? I wonder if they're out yet. Because now the sun is bright. Now they get a lot of sunshine. So they're going to need. They're definitely going to need some glasses, because the sun, they get a lot of sunshine in the desert. Just saying. So I don't know, whatever. I think it's kind of cute and entertaining, right? I don't know if it's going to fizzle out and we'll lose some of the beef. So we already know Dustin Johnson. He hat tipped it. He didn't hat tip it. He just high hatted him and said, see ya. I'm going to get paid. Who else? Taylor Gooch. He's a commit. And Bucky Fowler. So oddly enough, I want to know what have you seen? What have you seen regarding Bucky's? Where's he going to play? I saw he doesn't know. It's like he's still trying to decide. I saw they stated Phil and Ricky are gone. They're heading to the LIV Tour. So I've seen both. And the one thing that I haven't seen is that Ricky Fowler is not going to the LIV Tour. I have not seen that, but I have seen, I don't know. And I've seen like a soft maybe a hard maybe, but you can't get from no to yes without a maybe.
That's true.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we're going to play the line. So, I mean, New York Post 16 minutes ago, Ricky Fowler may bounce. We got Golf Magic saying that he's committed. Golf WRX saying that he officially joined. So I don't know. I don't know. I think that the writing's on the wall that he'd want to join. So what would hold him back from joining? Well, for his friends are on the PGA Tour. But then I also think Ricky's a pretty religious person. So I don't know if his beliefs are in line with, the types of moral compass that's out there in Saudi. So maybe that holds him back a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, the almighty dollar will probably take care of that. I mean, he's already sold his soul, for crying out loud. I mean, who wears that god awful orange? I'm a Tennessee fan. I guess I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should be. I mean, I'm a Ricky fan. Maybe I should be more of a Ricky fan. I mean, he's wearing volunteer orange, for crying out loud. I'm behind you, Ricky. Go get yours. Go get yours, Bucky. Hey, anybody else that's notable? That's kind of. I mean, a lot of kind of has-beens ish, if you not has-beens. I mean, good players still in their right? Louis, Westwood, Sergio, but I mean, they're kind of a little long in the tooth.
The big news over the weekend was that Kevin Na resigned his PGA Tour card.
Speaking of, I don't know. I don't think you would have seen this. Should I say it or should I not say it? I was communicating with a caddy, formerly of the PGA Tour. I'm assuming he's now going to be on the LIV Tour, but we were messaging back and forth trying to get his take on what's going on, and I think he may be joining us next week to give us a perspective from inside the rope. So that'll be really cool to get a caddy's point of view. So I hope he can make it. I may have been drunk texting a little bit, so I may need to go back and read through that. I was excited. I'm like, oh my God, I've got this. I was fan struck, that we got this thing happening. But I do hope we get a chance to have him on and have the conversation, because it'll be. I would so not from a player, right? Because he's not really making the decision. He's following the money, which the player's kind of following the money too, which I don't think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I guess from that perspective, it would just be an interesting perspective on somebody that's in a support function, if you will, versus the actual golfer. So I don't know. We'll probably said too much already, and he probably just deleted my number. But
there you go.
And the USGA, wait a minute, I just heard it. He blocked us.
Oh, did he? The USGA, what I'm hearing is that they're not going to do anything this year. So they're going to let everybody, no matter what. I mean, they're not making any calls to say you cannot play in the US Open. So, if these people can play the majors, I don't see them having any downside, So, yeah.
So does Phil, does he leave Europe and make the trip over to Massachusetts?
I mean,
in his letter explicitly said, I'm going to play the LIV Tour and I'm going to play the majors.
Well, if he penned that out, that's obviously his intent.
He ball struck his way right through that thing. Right. I don't know. So hold on. Before we go. What do you think? You think he's does he show up for the US Open?
Oh yeah, Phil shows up next week. I think so. Yeah. Well, it depends on how he plays over in London. He could be like an NFL coach and just never come back.
So is this totally going to backfire on the PGA Tour when they just kind of let it happen?
I think
I mean, I don't,
shit.
I do too, man. I mean,
Yeah,
there's the
we talked about that last Thursday, whenever Wednesday, Thursday, we talked about. I think they're in some really serious hurt here, and I think it's just because it's only going to build. You see Case Koepka out there, which means Brooks is probably coming, and when Taylor Gooch starts touting how much money he's making on that tour, do you think Xander Schauffele's not going to go over there and start playing? Come on.
I mean, hey, listen, DB straight vibing. He loved him some money.
Well, I heard he was like, why do they need more money or whatever? It's like, well, I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't see how they say no to this money. Yeah.
Tyrrell Hatton. I mean, boy, wouldn't another Lambo look good in the garage? I mean, come on, maybe you get yourself a baker's dozen. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ian's already over there. He's going to get some more Ferraris. Yeah.
Telling you, man. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm most interested in the response that comes, not the public response or the release. I'm saying strategy wise, like what's the PGA Tour going to do? I mean, obviously Tiger Woods turned the money down, right? Tiger Woods isn't playing a lot of golf anyway. Even when he is playing golf, the golf's fine. It's just getting to the ball that's the challenging part. So, I mean, Tiger Woods ain't. I mean, yes, he's a draw, but he ain't a draw. 4 times a year. So that's not going to cut it. How many times do people? How many people are going to want to go watch JT? Jordan Spieth? I'll give you that. But oh my God! But number one, congratulations, Billy Ho. Congrats on the victory. Had a banger around on Saturday of 65, and he played. You know what? He played a tidy round of golf on Sunday that secured probably his largest victory on tour. I don't know, not largest, most reputable, maybe, right, from strength of field and the actual tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of probably his best. Yeah, his best win yet. Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
Hey, but good God. I mean, it is so painful to watch that guy on the golf course. I mean, it just pains me to watch his pre-shot routine. And now listen, my pre-shot routine is absolutely fucking horrible. I mean, it's bad. But I don't know if it's painful to watch. I mean, that guy, he is just so laborious and like sneaking up on the putt and getting everything squared around and shuffling his feet over this way and shuffling his feet back over that way, squaring it back up, sneaking back up on the ball. I'm like, it's like he's a big game stalker on the golf course, and he is not a big game stalker. Right? He does not. The majors is not his forte. Let's say in his previous finishes. But I'm just like going, holy shit. So now I am on a perfectly lovely Sunday evening, and I'm going to have to sit here and watch Billy Ho milk this thing out to a victory. Good God, it was painful. God, it was painful. Like, that's the guy I want to get. That's the guy I want him to go to the LIV Tour. I want Billy Ho to take the money. But by the way, Greg, if you're listening, offer Billy some money. Offer him money. Just offer him some money, man. Get throw a little bread his way. I think he'll take it. And again, I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't know him. It just, there's just some people that kind of, I mean, I'm sure it pains people to watch us on the show. Let me speak for myself. It pains people to listen to me on the show. I'm sure it does. It probably just irks them to death. And they're like, holy shit, I hate that so much. Both of our listeners, both of them, by the way, it's like, I hate it so much, but I'm not going to turn it off because I don't know what he's going to say next.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah. So, all right. I'll done with that tangent, but congratulations, Billy Horschel.
Yeah.
The 2022 Memorial Champion. What else is going on? So, Minjee Lee, congrats on winning the U.S. Women's Open Championship. Played it at Pine Needles. Actually, you had a chance to play that course about 4 years ago. Fun course. When we get back up to Pinehurst, which I think we're got a date. We need to book a date. I think we're looking at September-ish, maybe. So we need to figure that out and get that nailed down. And maybe Pine Needles is in our itinerary. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? What else golf news? What else has happened? I mean, that's a lot.
There's a lot of golf news right there. No, it was a fun weekend. It's a fun Memorial. Jack was in the booth for a little bit. It was great to hear from him. You know, he gets a little. They were giving him his dues in the booth. Hey, you're like the greatest of all time, and you know, yeah. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Love that tournament. The golf course looked great, played great. I thought Billy did an outstanding job. It's a tough course, you know, and he went out there and got it, you know. So,
yeah, how'd your one and done this week? How'd your one and done?
Ooh, you sure you want to know? He wasn't looking good on Thursday. I was a little worried on Thursday, but Patrick Cantlay came back and finished T3. So I was like, oh, I love this.
T3, I believe. Yeah, T3. Yeah, it's 7 under.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my guy was in. My guy finished 10th, T10. So yeah, Jon Rahm. I don't know. You think I wasted him? I think that's a great use out of Patrick Cantlay, by the way. Not as good as what mine's going to be coming up in a couple weeks, but I thought it was a good use of Patrick Cantlay. You think I wasted Rahm? I mean, so here's the reason I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it is because that was my strategy at the beginning of the season. Is I thought it was going to be a revenge fest. Thursday wasn't great for him. Saturday wasn't great for him, and Sunday being his best round at a 69. But I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think I'm the guy you should be asking if you wasted Jon Rahm, because I got 0 for Jon Rahm at the Fortinet. So
you're saying it was a great.
It was
value.
Okay.
Great value.
Yeah, you got $300,000 more than I got.
Great value. Great value. That's what I like to hear. Words of encouragement, Dan. Words of encouragement. Let's see. Do we want to get into where are we going next? You take it. Which direction are we going? Well, I don't know if we're going to. Are we going to Canada yet, or are we still free balling over here?
Well, I mean, I guess if you were going to recap the weekend on sports, I mean, the other thing you could say was that Nadal won his 14th or 15th.
Ooh, he did.
14th French Open. It's like, holy cow,
yeah.
this guy's.
Did you see Coco? Did you see Coco just get demolished?
Yeah, she got to the final, but then that Polish girl got her in. Yeah.
So I don't know when
Swiatek.
this stopped. Yeah, but at one point in the French Open, and not at the beginning, like she had played through, she was in semis or quarters but Coco had not lost a single set. Was I hearing that right? Like in the Saturday, maybe? So. I don't know that she made it all the way to Sunday without losing a set, but I think through Saturday at least, she hadn't or up to Saturday, she hadn't lost a set. And man, she just got ripped. I don't know if she was tired. I mean, there were a lot of unforced errors there. But yeah, it's good for her.
So I think it's young. Swiatek, the Polish. She's world number 1, Swiatek, and she's right now she's crushing it. Crushing it. Yeah.
And she's young too, right? I mean, what is she 20 yet?
Like 24 or something like that. Yeah. I think that's right. We'll take a look here.
That was a fun one though. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, but Nadal, I mean, wow, that's a heck of a feat for him, man. I don't know. You think that was his last one?
21. She's 21.
21. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that was Nadal's last one?
No.
Still got some gas in the old tank, does he?
He looked good. Yeah. I mean, he and Go Joker went at it on I think it was the semis or the quarters. I forget which one it was, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun event. Yeah, it's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Rafa, the king of clay, man. Good Lord. Who's going to beat that record? Like 14 French Opens?
I don't know. Yeah, that was a good one for sure. What else you got?
Well, the quarterbacks. I mean, they didn't.
Oh, that's I don't even want to talk about that, but we're going to talk about it because so you won the bet. I've got the cheapest bottle of liquor I can find. It's on its way. Don't worry.
Good. Right up my alley.
And not only is it cheap, it tastes like shit. So I mean, this is going to be a great one. But
we piss in it.
Why does this taste like piss? I'm kind of over the match, and like I don't want to go see. I didn't go. I don't want to watch like hack golfers get out. I want to be entertained, and like them driving around and doing their little thing that doesn't do it for me. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Like, you know what I want to see? I want to watch Tom Brady play football, and I want to see him score. I want to see him throw like 8 touchdown passes a game. I want to see, I want to see Allen rush for 5 touchdowns a game, right? That's what I want to see those guys do. I don't want to watch them play golf, even if it's only 12 holes. I don't want to see it. Aaron Rodgers, what a Fruit Loop. I mean, good Lord, man. I mean, that guy is like, whew, way out there. Guess he's never coming on the show, but that's okay. It's not a football show. It's not a football show, and we're totally okay with that. But yeah, I mean, I want to see like, give me this, so what golfer would, well, hold on. Before we get into that, what was your take on it?
I'm with you. I'm a little over it. Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably fun for those guys. It gives them the ability to get out there and show a different side of the personality on TV. Hopefully it's for a good charity cause, which it is, right? But at the end of the day, I think it can be more entertaining. I enjoyed it more when they had the professional golfers out there with them. I guess Phil's just a big draw.
Yeah, he was so big. He was 125 million big. Have we seen Phil's number, by the way? I don't know if we've seen his number. 200 million. So here's what I think about the match is here. And the reason I say I want to see a professional golfer is a professional golfer can hit some golf shots that folks like us, folks like them, the quarterbacks, they couldn't even hit on their best shot. They're not going to be able to execute it. And when it's a fun event, it's for charity. It's kind of like the Wednesday nines they were playing during the shutdown. Those things were kind of fun because there's something on the line. They're playing for the charity, but I mean, they can really go. I mean, they can do things that they wouldn't otherwise do in a tournament because, it's not your career that's riding on this one shot, right? So it's like, well, shit, should I drive the green? It's like, well, I don't know if I can get it. I may hit it in the water. It's like, well, at this point, yeah, we should do it. So I think that's the part to me that's fun, would be seeing professional golfers, take advantage of, an opportunity to kind of showcase their skill set, what they're good at. Not, let me watch Tom Brady, duck hook it, 80 yards left over here in the bushes or the water. Like, I watched that on Saturday from my point of view, I watched duck hooks, 80 yards into the water, and it was me swinging the club. Oh yeah. Right. So, but yeah, so I'm kind of over the match. I hope they reshuffle that. I don't know what the viewership was like. By the way, Phil did not join. Did not get a call in from Phil for that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of over that. Kind of boring for me at this point. Done.
I think I'd like to see if they do another one, which I think they probably will. Why don't we have some PGA players and some LPGA players team up together to play the match for charity?
I think that'd be great. Yeah, let's get the 2 U.S. Open champions, or I'm sorry, I guess we have that PGA, but I mean, yeah, but let's start pairing like major champions, PGA and LPGA against the same, right? I mean, let's pit the U.S. Open champions against maybe the PGA, the LPGA champions, or the Open champions. I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of ways you can figure that shit out, and we can actually watch some good golf. I want to watch good golf.
Yeah.
I don't need to see these guys playing golf.
I think the door is wide open in terms of the mixing the LPGA and the PGA Tour players together to be able to have some kind of fun event. We haven't seen a whole lot of that from a charity perspective. We see it every once in a while, like Bubba plays with Lexi and stuff like that, but not like in the charity side. And I just think there's room. I think people would watch. I think I'd be entertained by it. So they're really good.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I think it'd be great. All right, so a couple things. Number one, our barrel pick for the U.S. Open is out. It's ready. It's hot. Not hot alcohol-wise. It's hot and damn good. It's a rum barrel finish from High West. So thanks to Rock Elite for partnering with us on that one. We appreciate it. I think I got a couple bottles left. So if anybody wants one, send a note. Second, we got a little outing scheduled this week for Sweetens Cove. So my boy Madamski, looking out for the show. Friend of the pod, by the way, friend of the pod. Madamski is looking forward to having us. I think there's 18 of us that are going to be dropping in to South Pittsburgh, Tennessee on Saturday. I guess I'm gonna get a girl some burgers. I think I'm a pretty good cook. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But it should be fun. So we got 3 9s scheduled to play. Be sure to show up early if you want to any time on the driving range. So you can get warmed up. Be sure to ask either Colt or Madamski where the driving range is. It's difficult to find at times, so that'll be fun. But hopefully, this is one of many events to come. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes this weekend. And thanks, Kearns, for hooking us up at the cabin, man. Looking forward to it. Should be a fun event.
Hey, so I thought Madamski was gonna join us for this year on the one and done and be a third contender on that thing.
Yeah, he may have been going to do that. I'll share this with you. So he calls me about a month ago ish, not less than a month ago, from about a month ago, 3 weeks. And he's like, hey, by the way, I guess we got drunk one night and we worked out this thing and you're playing golf up here on the 11th. I definitely should not be saying this. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. I am playing golf up there on the 11th. So what we tried to do in short form, this is totally on me. There's nothing professional about this outfit. Trust us. I'm saying trust us. There is nothing professional about this outfit. So we were trying to do a little more than what's happening, but it's going to be fun. I mean, the winners are going to get a bottle of booze, and actually you're going to get a bottle of booze for each 9. So the winner from every 9, you're going to get some booze. Got some birdies and bourbon swag coming their way. So I think it's going to be fun. Whether the course, I played up there 2 weeks ago. Course is just absolutely fire right now, and I think we're going to get a lot of people are going to get to meet some new friends. And the one thing they have in common, they like bourbon and they like golf. So I can think of worse times.
Exactly.
No. So, but we got Madamski. We got him. I don't know. We could squeeze him in. We'll definitely squeeze. We're not squeezing it, but we could start him now. But it's a little late. So
yeah, no, we'll pick him up in September. Whenever,
get him in for the new season. So that's a good one. What else is coming up? June 14th, we got a pretty cool show coming up with, I hope it's going to be cool. We'll see. I don't know. It's got some barrel-aged beers from Eventide with head brewer Matt Lukey. So that's going to be a good one. Got to make it to ASW. I made it up there for kind of a test run, but I think I'm going to try and get over there next week-ish. It's US Open next week. It may not be a good week, but we'll get that hammered out. And we got a friend of the show, friend of the pod, Scott Stallings joining us this week, talking about prepping for the US Open. And I may have gotten a text message from Scott asking what we were drinking. So I guess we're gonna have I guess we're gonna have a drink while we're on there.
Hey, as well.
I mean, who would know? Who would know? Anything else to cover, Danny boy? You ready to head to Canada?
Let's head to Canada.
Hey, okay. Let's refresh our glasses and take a little break. We'll be right back. Glasses are full. And we're heading to Canada, Dan, to the RBC Canadian Open. Is it too early to congratulate Justin Thomas on his new sponsorship of the RBC?
Are we sure he actually has a sponsorship?
Well, let me tell you what, they've got one open. Okay.
I know they have one open.
Public announcement, public at PSA, RBC said, DJ, we don't support that shit over there, which I think they would have, but the relationship with the PGA, they can't, right? With the contractually, whatever. We didn't read the contract that this is allegedly that's the situation. So I think Justin's going to be the new face of RBC, man. I think it's well on its way. I mean, we're in a hot stretch of golf right now. I mean, just coming off the Memorial. Just finished up the Schwab at Colonial. We got the US Open next week. I mean, this is like, man, if you're in the golf, if you're a fan of golf, I mean, this is the time to be watching this shit, man. And lots of good things happening. I mean, lots of good players. I mean, we've got folks that are kind of making some resurgence, a la Sam Burns. I don't know if he was ever down, but lots of good things going on at the RBC Canada. So this year, it's going to be played at St. George's Golf and Country Club, just outside of Toronto. No, yes, that is outside of Toronto, not the other St. George's Golf and Country Club that you may be thinking about. It's give or take 7,000 yards. It is a par 70. Greens are small, averaging 4,000 square feet. 104 bunkers. That's probably going to be where we're going to want to look at from a player perspective. So here's the way I think this thing's going to go. I think it sets up like Colonial. I think it sets up like Hilton Head. And I mean, this is target golf all day long. It's 7,000 yards. You know, it's one of those that, I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to take driver out of a lot of people's hands. And I think people are going to be like the first tee. I think every single person we see, this might be a good bet. Does every player hit less than driver off the first tee? I think that's a sure bet. I think you could go a step further if you really wanted to get nasty and say every player is going to hit iron off the first tee. And it's not a short hole necessarily. I mean, it's 370 yards. So, but it's I mean, it's tree lined, right? So, you know, another good one is, I would say TPC Sawgrass is probably a reasonable comp for this one as well. Just from the tee vantage point. And what you're going to see, I think it's going to kind of pare down some of the long ball. I mean, distance is always key, but I think that where we're going to wind up at is accuracy is going to be more important. I think accuracy is going to be more important. Hitting fairways. I think approach is going to be clutch. Which I'm already like, I'm torn on one and dones because I've saved a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I've saved a lot. Now, the folks I used in lieu of, I didn't get a lot of money out of some of those. So I gotta make some good choices coming down the line here. So I think accuracy is number one off the tee. I think greens and regulation is going to be key. I absolutely think it's going to turn into a fucking putting contest. It's clearly why Jon Rahm is not here. And so what's the detractor from that, or what's the contrarian take is, okay, if you're missing fairways, then it's going to be scrambling. Lots of bunkers around the greens. So I think sand saves are going to be crucial. I think around the greens going to be crucial. And yeah, I think it's going to be a ball striker's paradise, man. Let's see who. So Rory McIlroy is our defending champion here. By the way, we haven't played here since 2019. So with all the COVID noise and everything that happened, that just didn't pan out for our socialist friends north of the border, and they didn't want to have a tournament there. So guess what? They didn't have a tournament. Rory McIlroy, Jonathan Vegas. Oddly enough, I mean, when I think about Jonathan Vegas, I think about like a ball striker. I mean, I think about long ball. I think about the long ball that he's got, and he's a two-time winner here. So, you know, that's maybe something to take a look at. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys. We got a good field this week. So,
week before the major, I think it's an extremely good field, and I think we're going to start to see more of this. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong once today.
Do you think anybody gets stuck in Canada this week?
You mean COVID wise?
They won't let them leave. It is a little risky leaving a country before you have the week before.
I mean, it's possible. let's say, yeah, just looking at the previous winners, who you got, JV, 2017 and 16. That's really the only other outside of Rory McIlroy. That's the only other guy that's playing that's been a winner here in the past 5 years. So yeah. All right, let's head over to our friends at Fantasy National. If you're ready, I don't know, you may not be ready. Hey,
I'm ready.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Let me have another sip of this whiskey. And okay. Are you surprised? Didn't Justin Thomas just win a golf tournament?
He did.
$11,100 is leading the field, and it is not Justin Thomas. Scotty Scheffler. He ranks out really well.
He's on a heater.
he's on a heater. Yeah. So fantasynational.com is where we're getting our information. And we're looking at the last 24 rounds. I don't know, second at the Schwab, missed the cut at the PGA, T15. Yeah. Hey, he missed the cut at the PGA and then finished second. I probably should have won, right? But he didn't. Won the Masters, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything we really need to say about Scotty Scheffler other than he's playing a lot of good golf. I guess if there's anything attractive about him, it's that he's at 16% ownership. I mean, he's not 20, right? So yeah. I mean, that might be the only thing. I don't know. I think if you look at the model ranking, he ranks out 4th. JT ranks out 7th. Rory's 1st. Cam's 11th. Shane's 3rd. Sam Burns 12th. I don't know. Anything misaligned here or mispriced? What do you think? Who you taking from the premium, from our elite tier of players?
Well, I mean, you really can't go wrong in this category, right? I mean, the question is anybody tired? Is anybody not really cares much? They just kind of want to tune up prior to the next week. I don't really think any of these guys are in that kind of camp where we saw, like a DJ or a Koepka, one of those guys. I mean, Rory, he's the defending champion, so I don't think he's going to want to be wheels up on Friday, right? I think he's going to be there to play. I don't think you can go wrong anywhere here. Me personally, I like Rory. Model rank 1, 10,500. He is the most owned at 20%. T18 the Memorial last week, 8th at the PGA, 5th at the Wells, 2nd at Masters. I like him. I like Shane Lowry at model rank 3, 10,100, 17.1% projected ownership. Off the T14th on approach 2 on around the green, 53 on putting, 8th. T32 at the Memorial, T23. T32 at Memorial, T23 at the PGA, T3 at the RBC, T3 at the Masters, T12 at Valspar. I mean, this guy's playing great golf. I think I might go down there to get a little bit of a discount if you're going to go in this category, and I think he's playing great golf.
Totally agree. I'm heading to Sam Burns, man. Give me Sam Burns all day. So last 5 tournaments, he's won twice, missed 2 cuts, and 20th at the PGA Championship. Absolutely. Give me Sam Burns all day long. I think that's a starting spot for me, man.
Can't go wrong there either.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know that there's not a bad number to pull here. I think it's just where do you want to go deeper in the field, and that kind of gives you some direction. I think the other side is you definitely have to be aware of ownership percentages, and this is just Monday. So obviously there's going to be some changes that come through this, but yeah, I think I'm a Sam guy. And so if I hadn't just used Rory, I'd probably be using Rory as my one and done. Just saying.
So what about I don't know, maybe what about Cam Smith? He's the lowest projected ownership here at 10.8. Led model rank 11. Last week he was leading a couple of rounds and they kind of fell off or whatnot. But T13 was a solid finish overall last week. T13 at the PGA, missed the cut at RBC. T3 at Masters, and first at the Players. Off the tee, 60th, a little bit of yellow there, but on the approach 3rd, around the green 11th, and putting 9th. I mean, for that kind of ownership, and you're still getting a little bit lower in the $10,000 scale, would you take a little bit there too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's key, right? From an ownership standpoint. I think the off the tee thing, I think that some of that's going to be corrected with just some of the forced layups that they're going to have. Oh, you know what I didn't mention? We should I'll pull this up in my model and see what it looks like. I did mention it was a par 70. So I don't know, unique. What makes it a par 70? So there's 5 par 3s and 3 par 5s. all 4 of the par 3s are over 200 yards. And all 3 par 5s are definitely gettable by, I think, everybody in the field it can be a 2-shot hole should they elect to go that route. So let me take a look and see. So if I'm looking at P3, so par 3s 200 plus. And Scotty Scheffler, where's he at? He's like 8th or 9th. And that's the only $10,000 guy that's even in the ballpark as far as ranking goes in par 3s over 200 yards. So I think that's what's going to, where I'm going to be in a position making my DraftKings lineups. I think I'm going to be in a position to kind of take a look at those. And I think that's where they're going to have to score at. I mean, there's 5 of them. So those longer par 3s, I think there's something to be said there.
Interesting. All right, 9,000.
$9,000 range. You going HV3? You going there? Where are you going?
No.
After the meltdown at the Schwab, you say no dice. Here's the thing though. He's 13% owned, and I think he's probably the lowest guy in the $9,000 range. Borderline. He and Keith Mitchell are pretty much at parity, but yeah, I think I'm going HV3 from an if the ownership stays there. I think this course could set up really well for him. I mean, think about Harbortown, think about Greensboro. I think that this could be a place where HV3 should he might rally and make a little comeback. And it would be fitting, by the way. Never won a tournament on U.S. soil. He's won a couple of tournaments, nothing on the U.S. soil. And hey, why not go ahead and add a Canadian victory to the old leaderboard? Why not?
Why not? I like Hatton here. So model ranked 16, 13.9% projected ownership, $9,500 off the tee, 42nd on the approach, 13th around the green, 35th, and putting first. PGA Championship T13, Wells Fargo T37, RBC T26, Masters 52nd, and Valspar T21. What I like about it is the approach, really high ranking on the approach, and then putting his lights out, and then the low projected ownership for this category too. And he's probably going to be joining the LIV Tour pretty soon. So
get it while you can. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I like Hatton. Finau seems like a course that Finau should play really well at. Adam Hadwin, Canadian, going to be a very. I'm surprised he's only at 16%. I mean, decent showings. T18, T71, miscut, T26, T4. So playing pretty good golf right now. And it's. I'm surprised. I was thinking. I thought he would have been double digits. Obviously, the Corey Connors he ranks out second in this model. Just finished T13 at the Memorial. Another strong Canadian play. I would expect. To me, this is totally an ownership play. I'm not shying away from any of these guys in the $9,000 range. I mean, Munoz, Kirk at 18%. Keith Mitchell, I guess if I'm fading one, if I got to fade a couple of guys, probably it's Munoz and Mitchell, and not based on anything other than I just think the other guys would probably stay. I feel like the course probably sets up a little better for them. So.
Yeah, I agree.
$8,000 range. Abso-fucking-lutely, Dan. Give me Patrick Reed all day long, buddy. All day long. He's got the PXG out of the bag. So do I. By the way, I did hit my drives better on Saturday. Just saying. I'm not comparing myself to Patrick Reed. I'm just saying we're kind of having some similar experiences on the golf course. Who am I kidding? I'm not having anything. My experiences aren't even close to what Patrick Reed is having. However, Patrick Reed, absolutely. I think this could be a little pop for him, man. I would not be surprised whatsoever. I think I bet him at like 60-1. So I would not be surprised whatsoever to see Patrick Reed win this golf tournament.
Oh, me either. No, I think he's all the way back. He's got the momentum. I don't know how long he stays on the PGA Tour going over to LIV. I mean, he's another one of those guys that I think he could do well over there in the LIV. And I hate to see him go, but I just think he's in that category where it's like, well, there's a lot of money over there, But I'm with you. He's 100% back for me too.
Yeah. Two other guys, and then I'll pass the glass. Jonathan Vegas, 2-time winner, not at this course, but of the RBC Canadian Open. Clearly, the guy likes to play in Canada. I mean, hey, why not? That's somewhere I'm going. And then Brendan Todd. 64th in the model, but he's ranked 6th in putting. Off the tees, probably where he's struggling at a little bit. But again, I think from a shot shape standpoint, I think that's going to be or shot selection standpoint, I should say. I think it's going to put him in a position to not kind of get squirrely off the tee or limit those incidents. And yeah, I think Mr. Todd is could be my guy.
I'm with you there as well. I don't have much more to add. I think you kind of hit the main guys. Sahith, I mean, he's been playing pretty well. T5 at the Memorial. I don't know. I mean, he's got a great pedigree. The 6.6% projected ownership, I might have to sprinkle a little bit there just because, I mean, he's kind of expensive at $8,700. So that's the only thing that gets me. That's pretty pricey for him. If he was, $7,800, I think it'd be kind of be a shoe in to play him a bunch, but it's $8,700. Is he too pricey for you?
No, I don't think so. And I mean, the numbers look pretty good. And the other thing I think that's positive is course history didn't make a damn this week. They hadn't played the tournament here since 2010, I believe. And and there's been varying players that have won it. I mean, the course looks like it shouldn't necessarily favor the longer hitters, or it doesn't look like the longer hitters would have an advantage. But then when you look at who it was, I mean, it's kind of ball strikers, right? And yeah, I mean, I think he's playing good enough right now that he's not scaring me away with the price tag, except for the fact that I could drop down to CT Pan, who's playing some pretty good golf right now. And that's probably save a little coin. And what's the T14 in 2017? I'm going to stop. I'm just going to close this window out. That didn't make a shit. But I mean, yeah, CT Pan looks pretty good on paper. I mean, I kind of like where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody else in this $8,000 range that we didn't call out? I mean, Mackenzie Hughes, obviously at 4 points, so 5% ownership. Another Canadian stalwart that there may be something there, but yeah, I don't know that I'm necessarily Hugard. I may be steering away from him just because I think there's better options here and below. All right, $7,000. Dan, who's your guy? Who's your guy?
I like Aaron Rai. I mean, he's probably the most projected ownership at 11, $7,900 off the tee, 52nd on approach, 62nd around the green, 40th, putting 31st, T26 to Memorial, 68th to Charles Schwab, T46 at AT&T Byron Nelson. He's just playing really good, consistent golf. I think I like him here. Where are you starting?
Give me P squared, man. He ranks first around he ranks first around the green in this model. T26, T12, T38, 66, T51 at $7,600. I think this could be a place where Pat kind of pops off. 12% ownership projected, so it's probably going to go up a little bit. Putting could obviously be a little better, but yeah, I think Perez is probably a direction that I'm heading in the $7,000 range.
So have we seen Pat Perez lately? Has he cut like the hair and stuff? Because the Canadians, they might confuse him as one of those truckers, and you could have some trouble getting over to the course.
Well, he played at the Memorial, but unfortunately, we had to stare at Billy Ho the whole weekend, and no, I did not see Pat Perez hit a single golf shot. T26, mind you. Didn't see him hit a single golf shot.
He's been playing good golf. He hasn't played good golf. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah. Who else is in here? Tyler Duncan. I don't scrap that. Well, Martin Laird, maybe. I mean, he ranks out 26th in the model, 6% owned. T37 at the Memorial. So that I could kind of go down that road if I need to get kind of deep in here. Danny Willett, we saw a little gust a little Gus from Danny at the Masters, but I maybe I do like is David Lipsky, T37 Memorial, T48 Schwab, T25 Ira Nelson. Ranks 36 in the model. Everything's kind of average. Ranks out 12th on approach here, so I think Lipsky's probably gonna get some usage in my lineups. And I don't know if anybody Sabatini. This is one of those fields where I think Sabatini is ranked 9th around the green, 28th in putting, T52 at the Schwab, T25 Ira Nelson. I don't, for whatever reason, this course setup, I think that it probably fits pretty well into his game. So he's somebody that I might show a little love to. And I'll close it on the $7,000 range with, I don't know what to do with Doug Gim. I hit him a few weeks ago, and what did I hit him in? Let me see what he finished at. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. It wasn't him. I think he was he was working out in some DraftKings lineup, but maybe Doug Gim in the $7,000 range. Anybody for you?
Maybe Svensson at the model rank 50, 10.8% projected ownership, $7,100. I like the approach at 36th in the last 24 rounds against this field. T45 at Memorial, T48 Charles Schwab, T69 at AT&T Byron Nelson, 66th in putting. Yeah, not a great not great numbers, but I could see him doing well here.
You think the Canadian pressure? In the socialistic giving atmosphere that they have in Canada, you think it's a lot of pressure on these Canadians? It's like, well, why aren't there Canadians winning the Canadian Open? You think they're going to be able to handle it?
I don't know. It's been a while since they've been up. Like we missed a year, right? So
missed two. We did. They haven't played since 2019. Yeah, 2019.
Yeah. So it could be built up, So I don't know. I just hope they get a lot of there are people behind them. So
yeah. No. I'm sure. They had been a tournament there in 2 years at the Canadian Open, at least. Of course they're. The Canadians are going to be roaring up there, man. Roaring at a dull roar. Who else? Okay, $6,000 range. I don't know. I played Luke Donald a couple weeks ago at the Schwab and came in T40. That's a maybe, I suppose. Would Ryan Moore finish 70th last week? We hadn't seen him since Phoenix. It's been a long time. I wonder if he's hurt.
Shank. I like Shank here.
Shank, yeah. Harry Higgs, 69th at the Charles Schwab. We got a handful of missed cuts there prior to that, but yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to have to spend a whole lot of time down in the $6,000 range with everybody up top. Yeah, I don't see much else down here that's really getting me. And I'm not wanting to spend a whole lot of time down here. How about that? Because I don't see, but it's probably where our winner's coming from, by the way. Especially if we don't bet any of them or field any of these guys, it could be something that happens. But yeah, look at Jim Herman. What's Jim Herman doing down there? Hello, Jim.
Old Herman.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I don't see anybody really that I know. Ricky Barnes. Hello, Ricky.
Scott Brown way down there.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good in the $6,000 range. I don't know. Lingmerth maybe. If I need to go that low at 6,500. Danny Lee at 66. Got a hell of a lot of missed cuts. Sam Ryder. You can't spell Sam Ryder without a C-U-T. Let's see where else. Yeah, Slim pick. I don't know. Villegas maybe if I need to go there. He
saw him too.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad at the Memorial. Finished T53. Yeah, so there you have it. What do we line up?
Yeah. Where do you want to start? You want to start in $7,000 range? You want to go with?
I want you to start. I don't know where to start.
All right.
You make that. We'll leave the challenging decisions up to you.
Great. Let's go
Money.
P squared. P up P squared.
Okay, I can do that. Hold on, I got to get to my. All right, P squared. Pat Perez. Oh well, then we got to go Patrick Reed.
Yep, Reed. Where's he at? How much was he? 79.
$7,900. Yeah, I mean, what a bargain, man. I mean, for the way Patrick Reed's playing, I think that is a hell of a buy for Patrick Reed.
8,900. 8,900.
Oh, 89, excuse me. But I still think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some options here. So we got 33,000 left. You want to go, do you want somebody on the $10,000 range? Or you want to go 9,000? Like, see, so well, let me, the reason I say that, like, I think Hatton's a good play here. I think Finau could be a good play here.
Let's do Hatton.
All right, Hatton's in.
Hatton.
All right, we got 2,400 left, 24,000 left, and we got 3 golfers. So we can go, so we can get into the 8,000. We can go 9,000, 6,000. Well, let me ask you: do you want anybody in the $6,000 range?
I prefer probably not. We didn't see anybody we love down there, did we?
No. Hold on. Let me get back to par threes. Let's see who's in the $8,000 range. So at 200, Stewart,
You like Todd, right?
Oh yeah, let's go Todd. Yeah, definitely like Todd.
All right.
15-8. So like CT Pan. Snedeker is a winner here. I don't know. Okay, no, didn't like Snedeker. Oh, you know who I like here? Kind of is. What about Cameron Champ?
Yes, you can.
I think this could be a Champ kind of place.
All right. $8,000 left.
8,000. Poof. I don't know. Where do you want to go? You want to go? You want to go Rye?
Yeah, let's do Rye.
See what we're doing to ourselves over here. 8,000. Yeah, I think well, we could go long too. You want to go long or you want to go Rye?
Go Rye's a better putter. Long's a better on a let's do long. He's better on approach. Yeah.
All right, let's go on. And we got money for a 6-pack. Perfect.
Great.
Okay, so where do we stand on our one and done?
Well, where do we stand? Let's see. All right, so not sure you want to see this.
Did you take the lead or did I take the lead?
Oh, let's see.
No, I don't want to see it. Don't show that to me.
No, you don't want to see this. I am ahead by 700,000. Yep. Because you got 303, I got 708 last week. Yep.
P Reed, baby. Give me P Reed. Market. Market a P Reed, Donnie.
P Reed. All right. You got P Reed.
I'm going to take him, by the way. I haven't used him, by the way.
I just looked. No, I just looked. Okay. He was having a little bit of a rougher year. Just I actually think that long COVID kind of stuff got to him or something. You know, I think
could have been.
Yeah. I think that he's looking great. So yeah, 100%. I'm taking Shane Lowry.
Ooh, look at you. I think I've already used him. I did look at him also, but I've already used it. Some of the other guys, like I'm saving Scotty.
You used him well. You used him at the RBC Heritage, and you got 330,000. Yeah, you did well with him. All right.
The RBC Canadian Open. It is upon us, and we'll see how we do. I don't know. We've been on a little bit of a. We've been on a warm streak. I wouldn't call it a hot streak, but we've been on a bit of a warm streak. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, I think we've been doing great. My lineup's been doing really great. Yeah, and golf in general that's getting ready to get really interesting this week because we got the live stuff going on, and then, oof,
How do
yeah,
we got to watch it on YouTube Live, not YouTube TV, but YouTube like
yeah,
.com, like the
yeah,
streaming live
yeah,
YouTube Live,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which I think is okay. I mean, I know how to get to YouTube. By the way, if you don't know how to get to YouTube, you should definitely check out Birdies and Bourbon and their YouTube channel. I think it's pretty awesome. Dan, what do you think about it?
Yeah, yeah, those guys are great.
A lot of good cocktail reviews on maybe there's limited cocktail reviews. Lots of good bourbon reviews on there. You can see some of the things we do with you see some of the things we do on here. You see some of the things I do at home when nobody's watching. I don't know. You may or may not want to watch those. I would suggest you do. Is it kid friendly? I don't know if it's kid friendly. I guess it depends on how you raise your kids. Depends on how you raise your kids. YouTube hasn't kicked us off. Let's say that.
If you like Raising Arizona, you'll like the YouTube channel.
Exactly. It'll be right up your alley. Right up your alley. What else? What else we got?
Man, just summer's here. It's getting warm, getting fun. No, it's just I'm excited. This is like the first summer we've had like in a couple of years where we can actually, you don't have that pandemic hit like over your head, right? Even last year, it seemed like it was just wasn't a great summer, right? So, yeah, I'm excited that it's back. And
did I tell you about the 100-hole hike? I don't know if I talked about that or not. The 100-hole hike challenge at the Sweetens. Okay,
well,
so that's coming up. Yeah. So that's coming up. That's coming up. I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks out. By the way, if you'd like to donate to a great cause, Youth on Course helps some folks out. Links in our bio page on Instagram. That's at birdies_bourbon. I would appreciate it. Madamski would appreciate it. Youth on Course would appreciate it. But more importantly, the kids that are going to get these scholarships, they're really going to appreciate it. So all the proceeds and funds go to them. I'm going to try and walk and play 100 holes in one day.
Nice.
I'm not, I mean, I'm feeling good about it, but I ain't feeling good about it. So I don't know. I did talk to Madamski for a little while today, and well, he could have been more encouraging. Let me put it like
that. Nice. Well, you'll have fun with that.
Yeah, but he is turning it into kind of a tournament style setup. It's just not go out and play 100 holes. He's making in Sweetens Cove fashion. He's going to make it a good time. Hey, thanks in advance for all of you that are joining us at Sweetens on Saturday. It's going to be, unless you bring a shitty attitude, it's going to be a fun event. And if you're bringing a shitty attitude, just keep on going. Do not take the South Pittsburgh exit. Just keep cruising. But it's going to be, it'll be a good time for sure. I've never been to Sweetens. I've been to Sweetens and had too good of a time, but I ain't ever been to Sweetens and had a bad time. So that is for sure. It would take a really special person to have a bad time at Sweetens Cove. I mean, no matter what happens to you, I mean, you could have some really shitty things happen and you could still walk away with having a good time at Sweetens. I'm just saying. It's a good time.
Nice.
Fun event. I'm sure it's going to be hot as hell. And but the beer's on ice and the bourbon's hot. So we'll keep it there. Dan, anything to leave us with?
Yep. Nope, we're all good, man.
All good. So be on the lookout. By the way, if you're not a subscriber to the show, you should be. If you didn't like the show, you should. And leave a comment. What are you drinking? What's your favorite bourbon? What's your favorite cocktail? We'd like to know. Maybe we'll drink it maybe we'll get Dan to mix a cocktail on the show one day. Dan doesn't really know how to mix a cocktail, but it'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch this debacle go down. So Dan, I'll leave you with this, bud. See you at Sweetens. Cheers.